Inspired by the World War II stories collected by PBS documentary filmmaker Ken Burns for his film The War, OETA has launched a massive statewide effort to collect the war stories of Oklahoma veterans who served our country during World War II and civilians who maintained the home front. Each story will be permanently archived at the Oklahoma History Center and posted into a national database created by PBS. OETA needs your help to find Oklahoma's World War II stories and save them for future generations. If you would like to participate in this historic statewide project, here's how to get started. To select your subject, try finding a friend or family member who lived during the 1940s. Ask them if they are comfortable sharing their story with you. Think about your parents or grandparents or even great-grandparents and the stories you've heard them tell about life during the war. Stories do not have to be first-hand accounts. A local retirement center or nursing home may be able to help you find a World War II-era resident who will share their story with you. Once you have selected your story subject, OETA has several resources you can use to learn more about World War II and to prepare for the interview. Visit www.oeta.tv or call 1-800-846-7665 to access a step-by-step interview guide, story samples, a list of local museums and memorials, and more. Once you have found someone whose story you want to tell, here's how to prepare for the interview. First, tell your interview subject in advance that the interview may take at least an hour to complete. Ask the interview subject to bring photographs or personal letters as a way of encouraging memories and provoking interesting stories. Select a quiet, comfortable, private place to conduct the interview. Once you start the interview, keep your questions short and avoid complicated questions. Don't begin the interview with questions about painful or controversial topics. Ask questions about how and when and where. Be patient and give the person time to reflect before moving on to the next question. Remember, some subject matter may be emotional for that person to recall and share. Make sure you provide us with the date of the interview and where it took place. Give us the full name of the person being interviewed and include that person's date of birth and their role in World War II. For example, an Army captain for the 54th Battalion or a housewife who went to work at a manufacturing plant. And finally, give us the names of all the people attending the interview, including the interviewer and the camera operator. You can find these tips and many others on our website at www.oeta.tv. When you're ready to submit your story, you can select one of 4 ways to share your World War II story. You can tell us your story online, by phone, by mail, or by email. If you want to share your story online, just go to our website at www.oeta.tv and click the War link. That will take you to a page that lets you select the option to share a story. Once inside the site, you can type your story. You can also select the option to upload a photo to accompany your story. If you decide to type your story, you will need to submit general contact information and a brief summary before typing your story into the database. While on the Share Your Story site, you can also read stories submitted by others and comment on them. Remember, if you want to tell us your story over the phone, you can use our toll-free number, 1-800-846-7665. Please call us from your home phone rather than your cell phone because the audio is usually better. Find a quiet place to call, and if you're telling us more than one story, please tell them separately. If you want to email your story, just send it to warstories@oeta.tv. If you want to mail us your story, send your letter, your photos, and your videos to OETA's address on North Kelly Avenue in Oklahoma City. So let's review your options for sharing your story. You can go online and submit your story at oeta.tv. Remember, you will also find suggested questions for veterans as well as civilians. At the bottom of the Share Your Story page, there are helpful tips to guide you through your storytelling step by step, such as how to select your story subject and how to prepare for the interview. Or you can phone in your story by calling OETA at 1-800-846-7665. Just follow the simple instructions to record your story over the phone. You can send letters and videotapes to the OETA address on the screen. We can accept VHS, DVD, DV-CAM, DVC Pro, or mini DV videos. And finally, you can email your story to warstories@oeta.tv. Once your story is completed and submitted, you can help others by posting your own interview tips or suggestions on several popular social media sites. On Facebook, you can join chat groups to talk about how you collected your story. On MySpace, you can add Oklahoma World War II stories as a friend and post your own comments. On Flickr, you can post photos, and on YouTube, you can upload interview video as well as view clips from the documentary The War by veteran PBS documentary filmmaker Ken Burns. This effort to document these stories from Oklahoma World War II veterans is truly historic, and it is vitally important to collect and preserve them before it's too late. We thank you for participating in this project and urge you to go to our website at www.oeta.tv and learn more about how to get started. We're waiting to hear your stories. Help OETA preserve your family and community history by submitting your Oklahoma World War II stories.